Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, we mean no harm. Jeez.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell?
True.
I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me find the current. Deep to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield, indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war, and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scow like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dajaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
So a lot of backstory there with our party members. Apparently that and some kind of murderer. Who's this Atris? Oh, that's Atris by the looks of things. Hey, that room kind of looks kind of dark and evil-y. Just saying. It's red. Red is the sign of dark side. Just saying.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing.
I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
So there's a lot of there's a lot of ways this can go, but tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hall. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility.
The destruction of Paragas was an accident.
An accident. Something beyond your control. You did not change. Acting instead of thinking. Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
It wasn't even me that did it, Atris. Why don't you tell me?
Without the fuel from Paragas, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash.
Well, I already have a side quest regarding that, Atris. Why is Telos so important?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
You know me, I know I would never have, you know I would, but the Sith attacked me on Paragas, the battle destroyed the colony.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith have returned and the Sith came for me on Paragas to kill me.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragas. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
They intend to exterminate all Jedi everywhere.
There are no more Jedi, except I. Like you, they turned from the Order, and now only I remain. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
They're stronger than you think. At least one Sith Lord stands with them, and they fight differently than the Sith from this Jedi Civil War.
Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Are there other Jedi? Were there any survivors of the Jedi Civil War?
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
But I could track them down and maybe change their minds.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
I'm not doing this out of fear, I want to help.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done.
I'll gather what help I can and assemble them on Dantooine.
Then I shall send you on your way.
Now,
It is now
I'm
time.
kind of disappointed that I didn't get the conversation I wanted. Because if you say the right dialogue options, then I must have not done it.
Come with us.
Then you get to see your own lightsaber and basically debate with her about the Mandalorian Wars and all the rest of it, but I think I may have missed out on that opportunity, so I apologise.
Are you all right, mistress?
The Exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The Exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed.
So you can actually debate with her about the Mandalorian Wars and whether or not you did the right thing, etc, etc. And then if you do the right things, then she'll show you your lightsaber, which would have been a double-bladed purple lightsaber for me. But I didn't manage to get that, because I mucked up, so I apologise. But there's a lot more we can do that I will show off. Annoyed with myself, forever annoyed. Okay, so let's just go and explore, shall we? I don't think there's much. There's no point in me running up there because we can't gain access to that door. So we can talk to any of these handmaiden sisters, which we will do after we do some. Actually, no, I'm going to talk to a handmaiden sister just now, because there's some stuff we can do. So let's talk to them.
Why have you approached me?
I'm searching for my friends.
You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages.
So they are prisoners.
They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, Exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
Who? Aten?
He has had some Echani training.
Wow, okay.
He masks it well, but when you were in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
Where would you have gotten that training, the Echani training?
I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
The Yavin Hawk, where is it?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
That's some
You
questions.
may ask.
Right, okay. What do you do here?
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
Are you trained to become Jedi?
I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess, we are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose.
Why would it be an insult?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atris's will should it be necessary. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force. She thinks it will give balance.
And who watches you?
Atris is the one we serve, and she guides our actions.
But Age is a Jedi, and you're supposed to watch Jedi.
Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall and knows the ways of both paths to see the signs when they begin. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi when the Jedi refuse to judge their own.
If she is truly unbiased, then she may be a pretty good judge.
And therein lies her strength. We have known Atris many years, and she has shown much wisdom.
So you aren't Jedi, and there aren't any others here.
Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the Mistress will bring others in time.
I am also a Jedi.
You are no Jedi. Atris has made that clear. When you went to war, you gave up the mantle of the Jedi and became something else. You may ask,
Why do you all look the same?
we share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
Ah, so twins, basically. But the one handmaiden who challenged us when we arrived, she looks different.
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So she had a different set of parents.
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, Exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
I'm sorry, I
One
guess.
cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply drop the
Oh,
matter
get
and
over
be
yourself, jeez.
You may ask.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to fight these people. Had some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
I want to speak to her.
She's meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose to trouble her further. She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy. We serve the Jedi. We do not question them.
Sounds really great.
Atris has told
Yeah,
us
sure,
that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War. Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
I chose to go to war, not because I was trained to do so.
Atris has said the training of the Jedi was flawed, and the Jedi Civil War was proof of this.
And what does Atris consider proper training?
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to. Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
She'll need help.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing. You may
I want to ask all these questions. What about this place?
This was once a mighty irrigation center for Telos. It survived the orbital bombardment of the Sith, though the inhabitants did not. Ancient irrigation channels still lie beneath the surface of Telos, waiting to be used again for the reconstruction efforts, controlled from this facility.
Well, why is Atris here?
Shortly before the destruction of Dantooine by the forces of the traitor Jedi Malak, Atris had many Jedi artifacts and knowledge transported here secretly.
And how did she know Dantooine would be destroyed?
The Jedi Council sensed it, Master Vrook, Master Vandar, but it was too late to do much except make arrangements for evacuation. It was a dark day for the Order. Many on Dantooine did not survive, Jedi or not. Atris would not speak for many days after the attack, and we feared our mistress was lost to us. In time, she regained her voice and her strength. She brought the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi here and has kept them safe.
And why were the relics brought here?
Even the Sith prefer live prey to scavenging a corpse. She thought that a world already savaged by the Sith would not prove a target a second time. It was a place where the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi could be kept safely if the Sith could not be turned aside. Yes, many relics from Dantooine, some which predate even the destruction of Ossus. She was not able to save all, but she saved enough. She was able to bring them here before the
Okay, I'd like to okay, I want to ask, there's a lot of things here. Any lightsabers in the collection?
Viewing the relics is not allowed without Atris's permission.
Oh, yeah.
There is truth in what you say. Yet
Wow, that
many
actually
such
worked.
Artifacts are sealed away in Atris's chambers. But if you wish to see a few of them, speak to the last of the handmaidens. She has seen some of these objects and has an interest in such things.
Last of the handmaidens?
Yes, she should be in the training chamber to the north and west of here. She constantly seeks to improve herself so that she may no longer be ranked last among us.
Why is she ranked last?
Because she is easily distracted by matters that do not concern her or her duty. Such distractions weaken her, and she knows this.
Such as?
I will not speak of them.
Okay, okay.
You may add.
Now, I'll be going out. Now,
Why have you approached?
the exact same no matter who you approach, if they've got the handmaiden's sister name. Now that is just a handmaiden, so that's a different person, but we're not going to talk to her just yet. Let's go have a look at some stuff. Still surprised about Atten with his Jedi training, well not Jedi but Shani training. Karkaran gauntlets, that looks like it's good. Saves all oh that's amazing. Mine. I don't think I can actually get the bonus though. +1. I'm only getting a dexterity bonus +1 when I should be getting dexterity bonus +3. Yeah, I'm sure it's working. Components and plasma grade, those are good gauntlets. So we can come here. Now we want to go down here and talk to these guys, because they're here.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends, what was I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
She was one of the council who cast me out of the order and wanted to punish me even further.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned, unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
The one here is Jedi, Atris, one of the council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
I knew the handmaids weren't students, but I didn't realize they weren't able to feel the Force.
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded.
Okay, that's all that. We may be able to gather students and allies on our journey. Let's go.
Very well. Let us depart.
Hey, Atten! Is that okay? He looks like cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Alright then, let me free you.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
So that and that is bad and will lose influence. This will gain influence. Nothing to apologise for. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I've been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Again, dark side and bad. Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Okay, I want you to join me in the ship. Meet me at the ship and prep it for launch.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Influence gained, bao-dur. Now let's talk to Atten.
Hey, you're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when we got locked up.
Rescued me with what? With your Chani training?
Ichani training.
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we met those handmaids at the entrance, you dropped into an enchanted combat stance. Where did you learn that?
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
I'm not going to try and force persuade him, that's bad. What we're gonna... don't change this, we'll try. Let's just drop it for now. Are you okay? Look out of it.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Not yet, I've agreed to help them.
Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
You've done enough, and you can go if you want. That silent look from Kreia.
No, I was just complaining.
Oh, BRB guys, I've got to be right back.
We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, my dinner came, so I had to go pay for it and stuff.
Hey, don't mention it. My pleasure.
Alright, then, let's go. Now, let's talk to him again.
Look.
Let's bring it up again.
Huh? What are you talking?
Let's go through all that again.
I mean, it doesn't compare.
Don't try and force persuade him. Try and persuade him.
Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright?
I'm not accusing you. I just want to know if you've got any other useful skills. You could be a real asset with combat training. So we lost influence, but we gained influence. So,
What, are you ready to continue interrogating me?
do it again.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
Got it. So we really came out on top in terms of influence with that. We lost influence with him, but we were able to save it with a persuade check. So let me just quickly search this place. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. Now that we've got Atten. More handmaidens. Down here. We've got the Achani, the handmaiden living quarters. So let's loot all their stuff. Of course. Got an Achani shield, which is really good. Actually, I'm going to have Atten do all this for security. Anything in here? Yes, we do. You already do strength amplifier. Oh my god, I don't know. Oh, what do I want? Do I want the... That is strength plus 2. I'm going to go with the strength plus 2. And I'm going to get... Oh, jeez, okay. I'm going to give Kreia the Karkron gauntlets then. And I'll take the strength gauntlets. They'll come in handy.
Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
Pure Bazak. Another Achani shield. Let's open up this one. Nothing in here. Oh, another plastic cylinder.
Pure Bazak.
Adhesive grenade, awesome.
Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
More parts. Awesome stuff so far. Right, okay, that's everything from here.
I hear you.
So let's go. Now, I wanted to find the last of the handmaidens and talk to her. I think this is the last of the handmaidens here.
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
Oh, you're the... I heard you know something of the relics Atris is stored here.
I know a little of them, yes. Much Jedi knowledge is stored here. Secrets of their teachings, combat styles, and discipline.
Can you help me obtain some of these?
The Jedi relics are kept by Atris, within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden.
But surely not for the Jedi, such as myself, of course.
Atris has made her orders on the matter clear, and she says you are no Jedi. Entry to her meditation chamber is forbidden. To even ask shows you doubt my loyalty to her.
So you've never... Where are they stored again?
Jedi relics are kept by Atris. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You touched the
sure.
Force. What does it feel like?
A difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see. Thank you both. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Okay. Now the reason I quit was because I wanted to try and do this.
I know a little.
I just basically want to try it again with my package to see if it works better.
Atris has
No,
made
still no.
entry most come from Dantooine.
Nope.
Not all.
Dantooine again? Have you seen them?
I have seen a few. Yes, they were not always in Atris's meditation chamber.
Can you tell me about them?
There were many relics, among them small cubes, warm to the touch, each containing their own light.
Jedi holocrons, yet warm to the touch, you said.
Yes, and with a light about them. When held, some would speak, ask strange questions.
Questions?
Yes, their questions were confusing. They seemed to think I was someone else, someone's student.
Of course they did. A simple misunderstanding, no doubt.
I had thought perhaps I had damaged them in some way, but I could not think of what I had done.
Curious.
You may ask.
You said Atris warned you about me. What did she say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
I went to war to protect others, not to fight.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
What? Dark side?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
Well, that doesn't explain why I stopped fighting after the Mandalorian Wars.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
I did not march with Revan because it was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations...
Well, I tried to tell her that, but she was not interested in it. Did she say anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings. What do you mean by that?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
So are you saying Atris could be wrong about me?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Well, I have no wish to fight Atris.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice.
But if I did fight her, that might make the truth come out.
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
Something else.
You may ask.
Are you the last of the handmaidens?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
The others said you were easily distracted from your training.
It dishonors me that they would say such a thing to an outsider, but I cannot deny the truth in what they say. My thoughts are not always focused on training. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge here, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Battle is not the truth of the Jedi teachings. I believe it to be the farthest thing from it.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes. The methods you use to meet your opponent speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
Not the best way to communicate with others.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry, or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics, in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death, for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed.
To claim to know anything of Revan's choices, or what lay in his heart when Malak fell, is conceit, servant of Atris. And whether Revan had any choice in the matter at all is something else you should consider. The Force is a powerful thing to wield, or deny.
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others. But there is still choice, is there not?
Ah, but at what point does the power the Force exerts submerge any attempt at choice or free will? You have taken a complicated question, servant of Atris, and you have trivialized it with your answer and lack of experience.
If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing. And I refuse to believe that is true. You may ask.
You look different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
I apologise, I meant no offence.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time. You may ask.
She doesn't look any different from the other ones, to be honest. I'll be going now. So we got light side points from that. Now there is something else we can do that we will be doing. Something else quite fun, actually. No, it's not that way. Go back down here. I think I'm actually going to save before attempting this. In fact, I'm going to save and end the episode, and then I will come back and show you guys it. Got a lot done in that episode just there. So thanks guys very much for watching this episode of Star Wars Knights Republic 2. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel for even more content. I am Wade95. Hope to see you next time. Take care.